Welcome back to our podcast at Home on the Lakeshore, where we talk about home loans with our local home loan experts at UnitedOne Credit Union. My name is Mike, and this is episode number 16. I'd like to welcome back in our home loan experts, Carrie, Julie. Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. Doing well.
Howdy. Yes, it's a nice
Excellent.
sunny day. Gotta be good.
Right? Sometimes that's all it takes is just some sunshine. It just changes things, makes it a little bit brighter, that kind of stuff. So helps us have that brighter outlook than looking out and seeing clouds all the time. So
I
yes.
agree.
I agree too, especially over the winter months.
Exactly. Let us hope that the sun is shining wherever you are today, listener, and that's helped to brighten your day as well. Speaking of brighten people's day, as we move forward into 2025, there is a unique opportunity for homeowners that they can take advantage of. However, before we get to that, Julie, I understand you have something you'd like to share with our listeners that might brighten their day.
I certainly will share it. So, question is, which is faster, hot or cold?
Ooh.
I don't know which is faster.
Hot, because you can always catch a cold.
Oh, boy.
Yep. I'll
That
be
is
here next month.
Very
And we're
seasonally
back.
appropriate.
Yep.
Nice. Excellent. Well, you know what? Our listeners expect nothing but the best, and Julie, you always deliver.
That's right.
Woohoo!
Woo.
Julie, the queen of dad jokes.
Yep. I think it's time to
Wow.
get the gong out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The gong or the
Yes.
hook, right?
Right.
Yes.
Our producer Andrew liked that one as well. So, okay. So, moving along, as I did mention at the top of the show, there is a unique opportunity for homeowners right here in Wisconsin, and it's called WHEDA's More Like Home Repair and Renew Loan. So it's a great option that can help some homeowners that can make improvements to their home as long as that home was built prior to 1984. Is that correct? We'll let the experts weigh in here on this WHEDA Repair and Renew program that we're participating in.
That is correct. Again, WHEDA is for Wisconsin residents only. And last fall, they came out with the Home R&R loan program. It does have some general guidelines that we have to follow, but it has turned into a very, very good program. Like right now, the interest rate, the product they have is an interest rate at 3%. We haven't seen those rates in years.
Talk about needing a gong. Or the pots and the pans get banging everything there. That's a really good rate.
Right, and it's locked in. It's a fixed interest rate for up to 30 years. It can be amortized out over 30 years. So just the rate alone is a very, very attractive product.
And some of the things that you can use this loan for are exterior improvements like roofing, windows, a new outside door, or some interior things like floor coverings, water heater, furnace, air conditioning, structural repairs to the house, internal plumbing, and the electrical system. Now
So
they don't. I was just going to say there's a few things they don't allow too, which would be luxury items like swimming pools, hot tubs. You can't do appliances or structural additions to manufactured homes.
Yep. So like Carrie mentioned, all those items, but like what I've ran into is even a bathroom. If your contractor can say, yes, there's, maybe there's mold, or maybe there's, leaking water, whatever the case, even though your bathroom is there, it still could get updated because there could be some issues, but your contractor does have to list that and state, yes, there is mold, or yes, the tiles are falling off the wall, or whatever the case, that there is a leak. And in a bathroom still can be updated. So what they look for is structural items. They don't want to just do a common remodel job. It needs, like Carrie mentioned, all those items. That needs to be a true repair, not just cosmetic.
Hence the name, Repair and Renew, right? With
Correct.
that program. So it's really intended for those living in somewhat older homes. Let's be honest, if it's a home built before 1984, that it might need some of these things to continue to remain structurally sound and to remain functional and to be a safe dwelling for people, and basically renewing and repairing those homes and those neighborhoods throughout Wisconsin. So if you're somebody that lives in some of those areas, or in a home like that, or if you know somebody that is, or perhaps you know somebody that's recently purchased a home like that, these could be the kind of programs that could really help folks, refresh that home and renew it and make those needed repairs.
Correct.
You can
Yep.
borrow, like, the loan limit amounts are 10,000 to 50,000. Just trying to think of some of the other highlights. You do have to meet their income limits, and we can check that for you to see if you would be qualified that way.
We can go up to 125% of the value. And right now they're not requiring an appraisal. So WHEDA does their own evaluation system, and we can go up to 125% of that value. So typically you would hear financials talk about maybe up to 80%, up to 90%. Max is 100. WHEDA is allowing up to 125%. It does have to be owner occupied, so it has to be your primary residence. It's not intended for rental properties or investment properties. It is strictly primary residence.
Is there a loan maximum? Like I know you said for the value, but do the 50,000? Okay.
Yeah,
That's still a nice chunk of dough, though, that could really help folks out.
definitely.
You could do quite a bit for $50,000. Yeah.
Right. And right now they're allowing all the closing costs to be financed right into that 50,000 too. So, you don't necessarily have to walk in with any funds.
Nice.
Some other features.
I was just going to ask. Yeah, go ahead, please. Julie, go ahead.
Some other features are they don't have a minimum credit score right now. So that, if your credit score is a little bit lower, it's okay. We can still use this product. And same with your debt to income ratio. We can go up to 50%. Again, a lot of financials stop at between 40 and 45%. This program is trying to help everyone. So it will allow up to 50% of a debt to income ratio.
Okay. So what you guys are saying is, even if you wouldn't qualify for perhaps a traditional loan or mortgage loan, that would be something that could do something similar with WHEDA, that really opens that door, widens that lane so much more for folks. So if you've been turned down elsewhere, or if it's something that you've been thinking about, please reach out to our local home loan experts, ask those questions. We could take a few minutes to take a look for you and see if perhaps this program takes that no and turns it into a yes, and you can move forward with some of these projects. That'd be wonderful.
Correct.
That's right.
Some of the questions we get is, how is this possible? This sounds too good to be true. How is this really working? And it's valid. It's WHEDA. It's Wisconsin housing. It's been around. WHEDA's been around for years, and then this program came out this last fall. There is only a certain amount of money designated for this product. I think the last time I checked, there was about 21 million left for the whole state of Wisconsin. When the money is gone, it's gone. The product will then be closed and will go away. One of the features in this product is you have to hire a contractor. You cannot do the work yourself. You have to have a contractor involved. And even we've got some questions even from contractors saying, what is this? Where did this product come from? So we've had to even explain to some contractors as well. But again, it is legit. It's a very good product, but you have to reach out to a contractor. They have to be licensed and registered within the state of Wisconsin.
Okay. Well, that kind of makes sense. If you're going to get in on this sweet of a deal, this kind of an opportunity to do that, I'm assuming that that's because WHEDA wants to make sure that the work is done up to code and up to the right specifications and professionally done, because that's the whole point of these funds is for that renew and repair of those homes and making sure that that's following the appropriate steps and those kind of things. So, well, that's really great to know. So I know you've already helped members at our credit union get into this program. So we have helped dozens of others. We look forward to help any of our listeners out there or people that they may know as well. As Julie said, it is a real program. It's been out for a few months now, but those funds, as Julie mentioned, are limited. So it might sound like $21 million is a lot, but when you spread that across an entire state of millions of people and,
Goes
probably
fast.
hundreds of thousands of homes that would qualify, yes, it could that can go quickly. So if you're interested, please make sure to reach out and learn more, or give us a call, pick up the phone, and we can help get you some answers on that as well. Julie, Carrie, any final thoughts on this program or any other pieces of information you want to share with our listeners about this fantastic opportunity with the WHEDA Repair and Renew?
I would say if you think it's something you might be interested in, get a hold of us. We'll be happy to talk to you and see if you would be eligible and if it's something you could take advantage of.
Definitely. Give us a call.
That's why we're here, right? To answer those
That's right.
questions, see if you qualify, see if it's something that can work for you and your family, and then move that forward. So it's a great opportunity for those of you living in Wisconsin. So if you know somebody that's in an older home that could possibly benefit from this program, go ahead, share with them this podcast, share with them the information. So I'm going to give you a place where you can go to learn more about this program. And if you have even more questions beyond that, feel free to reach out to our local home loan experts, Carrie and Julie, here on our podcast. So to learn more about how you or someone you know could take advantage of this program, please visit UnitedOne.org/mortgage home. That's UnitedOne.org/mortgage home. Or, of course, you can reach out to one of our local home loan experts today as well, and we'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you all for joining us today and listening to our podcast. If you have any questions about this program or about any other home loans, home equity, VA loans, or the home buying process in general, feel free to reach out to us. You can contact us by email at homeloans@unitedone.org, and we'd love to highlight and answer your questions in a future podcast. So if you have questions, feel free to send those our way to that email address that I just mentioned, and we'd love to highlight your question on a future show. If you like what we're doing, we encourage you to give us a like and rate us wherever you get your podcasts. And of course, feel free to share our podcast with others, especially with this WHEDA program. It could be something that would be a huge boon to somebody out there that you know. So thank you. And you're certainly welcome to follow us as well on social media. We're on Facebook. You can find us at Facebook/UnitedOneCU. And we're also on Instagram with @UnitedOneCU. We look forward to having you join us again next time. Thank you very much for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.